In this video, I'm reviewing a cold press juicer by AMZCHEF. I used to use a cold press juicer that is horizontally designed. All the new models I have found are vertical, and I think they're pretty good. I'm just going to show you the parts. So this is the base. It has some suction cups in the bottom, so it will keep itself stabilized, which is good. And then we have this piece. This is the outlet for the juice and for the pulp. So this goes in, and this is the auger, which is the most important part for a cold press juicer. So I'm going to insert this in and make sure that it is seated, connected to the base. Then we have the top. This grate here is where the juice is coming out from. So this part again is the key of the design, and there's a metal base which is kind of nice. So I'm going to twist this on, and that locks it into place in the back. It has two cups. The one cup is for the juice. This cup has a little kind of indent here, and that fits in the back over there for the pulp. It also comes with this little press. You can use this to press down fruits and materials that are not going down very, very easy, but I honestly think I don't even need this. So now that I have the machine assembled, let's get some fruits cut up, washed, and try this thing out. So I'm going to make a apple, lemon, and ginger juice to test out this machine. So as you watch me wash and cut and prep this, I just want to give you a little bit of background on juicing. So there are really two different types of juicer. There is the centrifugal juicer, which uses a blade to kind of break up the materials, and then the centrifugal force, it spins very quickly and the juice gets extracted. Then there's the masticating juicer or cold press juicer, which is what this machine is. It uses the auger to basically squeeze the material to get the juice out. So it is slower, but I think the result is better. The juice is thicker, more material is being extracted, and most importantly, it is cold press, so it doesn't really heat up the material, which also help in flavor and everything else. So as you can see, I'm cutting up apples. There's really no need to peel the skin off. The only thing that you may want to peel is if you're doing an orange, then because the orange skin is so thick that you might want to cut most of it off. For the lemon, I'm just going to leave the skin on mostly because I actually like the lemon juice. And same thing for ginger. A little bit of skin doesn't really make a huge difference. As far as how small do you want the pieces to be, it's something that, you know, once you start doing this, you'll figure it out. This machine, the inlet, if you like, is not very, very large. So these apple pieces, it's about right. And it, you know, they are too big. When you are actually juicing, you can just break it up by hand, which I often do. And as I said, for the lemon, I take the top and the bottom off just to make it easier to cut. And I do leave most of the skin in because I like that the oil in the lemon skin. If you find that it's a little bit bitter, obviously you can cut some of that off. So last thing, ginger, skin on, just cut it up into smaller pieces and it'll be fine. I personally think that ginger is good in any juice, so I almost always add some ginger in. was easier than the old one because it's vertical. The gravity is pushing it down. And the pulp coming out is pretty dry. So let's wash the juicer. I think washing, or how easy it is to wash a juicer, kind of dictates how much you're going to use it. So the auger here, obviously it needs to be clean because the food and fruits particle tend to stick on it, and they also get caught in the bottom, as you can see. And then the next piece is the base. So I need to clean up both spout there, and note that there is this little rubber flap that is in there to stop liquid from leaking during juicing. So make sure you pull that out, clean it, and then make sure you push it back as well. So clean the flap and then push it back in when it is done. And then similarly, on the other side, there is this little rubber stopper there. Again, it's very useful to stop the juice from leaking, but make sure you don't lose it. So that is the base. Now, this I think is the most difficult part to wash, because the metal grate where the juice is coming out typically gets a lot of material caught in there. So right here. Right, so water pressure helps. Soaking it helps, but I tend to clean this thing right after to save time. And don't judge my very, very old sponge. It's time for a new one for sure. So more rinsing. And then another way to clean that grate is to use a brush. So if you've been keeping count, this washing part of the video took just over 4 minutes, which is not bad. So as long as you spend the 4 minutes at the end, right after you use the juicer, cleaning up, it is ready for the next round. So now you've seen me assemble this unit, prepare fruits, juice it, and clean up. I really like this machine. It is very, very easy to use. I like the small form factor, the fact that it's vertical. It takes up very, very little space on my counter. And I can make juice very, very quickly. And most importantly, it is easy to clean up. So as I said, the first time I cleaned it in the video, it took me 4 minutes. Now I can do it a little bit faster. So I tend to juice, clean it immediately, and then have it ready for the next day. A couple of cool design features I pointed out earlier is the little rubber seal flap on the outlet. It's great to keep my counter clean. The agar works really, really well, and the pulp comes out pretty dry. So I would recommend this if you want to start juicing. Definitely get a cold press style juicer like this one, and this particular model works really well for me.